Well, hey, I'm Willie Lawson of the Saxophone Factory. I trust that you are well this glorious, glorious day. It's been quite a ride. It's been quite a ride. As of doing this particular video, the channel is at 993 subscribers. I'm sorry, 994 subscribers. Are you kidding me? Wow. You guys are amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I don't know, I'm excited and I'm humbled by all of it. But today, I want to talk to you about a little bit about vibrato. Now, it is my thought that vibrato is like salt. A little bit will do you. Too much, you put too much salt in the soup, gotta throw it out. Can't eat it. Too much salt. But just a little bit enhances the flavor of what you're cooking. It's nice. Now, there are lots of thoughts and on vibrato, and you can cruise the internet and find 1,000 ways to do vibrato. I'm just going to show you the way that I teach it, and primarily it's because it's the way I learned it, I guess. And that's a problem for all of us. We normally just teach the way we learned it. The most important thing is that your vibrato sound good. That's all that really matters. So here's how I learned it. There is a right here in your jawbone. You move your bottom jaw on the inside a little bit. I call it a little chewing. Yeah. And if you do this, if you sing, please sing with me. Oh, yeah. Well, you just move your bottom jaw just a little bit. Not a lot. Not a lot. A little bit. That's the beginning of the motion. So I'm going to play a G. Why not? And I'm going to try to get a hold of that motion by playing it straight first, and then adding a little chewing. Sorry. And that may be too much. Vibrato is a couple of things. It's frequency, which means how often something happens, and amplitude, how much it happens. Some of you who are old enough might remember on New Year's Eve that they're at the Waldorf Astoria, the Guy Lombardo band playing Auld Lang Syne, right? You remember that? I do. I remember that. And after hearing that, I don't know why I chose to play saxophone. I really don't. But in any case, it's a low amplitude. Actually, it's a pretty high amplitude, high frequency vibrato. And what I don't think you want is that. I don't think you ever want that. I don't think you want the old lady shake. I don't think you want that. I think you want something a little smoother. Oh, Auld Lang Syne? Okay. I think that's what you want, not the other. But to do that, you have to do a couple of things first. You have to gain control over it. So what I would do is that I would get a metronome. Now, if you can buy a metronome, you can use one on your phone. You can go to, Google has a metronome, And if you don't believe me, I'm going there right now on my laptop and type in online metronome. There it is. I've done it more than once. I'm going to slow this down to about 60. 60 is the speed of life. If you know what that means, write it down in the comments. 60 is the speed of life. Now, I'm going to try to stay with that metronome on my pulses, on D. Now, I'm going to play eighth note. I'm going to pulse eighth notes. Now I'm going to pulse triplets. Sixteenth notes. Now, there you go. Now you want to do this at different tempos, obviously, and the trick is to gain control over it. To be able to do any of those three things, I mean, eighth notes, triplets, and 16th notes at any tempo. That's your goal. Then what we want to be able to do is we want to be able to speed the vibrato up in control and slow the vibrato down. Okay, that takes a little bit more control, doesn't it? That's what we want to be able to do. And understand that if you're playing jazz, for the most part, the vibrato in a ballad comes at the end of the note. So you don't have to worry about sustaining the vibrato for a month. You only have to worry about a little bit of it, right? 4. Just that much. Right at the end of the note. You hear that? That's all you really have to be able to do. Now, it may be in serious music, classical music or whatever, and I hate using the term classical because that's not really a term. So if we're playing, let's see here. Can I get a piece of, some Handel here. Let's see here. There was a little bit more through vibrato, and especially shimmering on some of those top notes, right? Practice your vibrato. Now, how do you do that? At the beginning or the end of your 30 or 45 or 60-minute practice sessions, set aside 5 minutes. 5 minutes every day. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 days a week is 25 minutes, almost a half hour of vibrato. That's a long vibrato. So insert that into what is your practice time. Now, I will try, if I remember, to insert that video on practice in this video or on the end screen. So check that out. Again, thank you ever so much. Now we're going to keep exploring this as we move on, especially as we start doing more music. So this is just to get you started just a little bit. This isn't any deep vibrato dive. This is just to talk about a little bit. And yes, it needs to be a part of your playing. And frankly, as soon as possible. The vibrato needs to be in, because it's a weird thing. Put inside your playing as soon as possible. And you'll hear people doing all sorts of ways, like with their tongue. There's a saxophone teacher here at the university who does her vibrato with her tongue. I don't even know how she does it. I'm like, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Weird as heck, but it's beautiful. Jaw vibrato, throat vibrato, kind of like we do on flute. All really hard for me to do on saxophone, but anyway. However you learn it, gain control over it. All right, we got to get out of here. Again, thank you for 994 subscribers. Please, if you would share, if you would comment, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I have recorded all of the Rubank Elementary method for saxophone on this channel, and it's on the playlist. So you can look for it yourself, and you can find it on the playlist. That would be super cool, especially if you just are starting to learn the saxophone. Okay, I am about not skipping steps. I'm about making sure that you get everything along the way. We're just not going to move into, this is a saxophone, let's play some John Coltrane. No. That's not how it's going to work. So if you would join us on this journey, we'll be happy to help you along. We've got a lot of really excited players who are subscribers to the channel, and they'll be happy, thrilled to help out as much as they can, as will I. Again, my name is Willie Lawson, and this is the Saxophone Factory. We appreciate you, and until we see you again, keep playing.